I've built my entire career around cleaning up homes just like this for those struggling with hoarding disorder. And it's been one of the craziest, most life-giving experiences I've ever had. But today I wanted to take you with me on day one of this giant hoarding project the team and I are doing. So the first step to completing this project was to get the living room completely done, which we pretty much did, and most of the hallway here as well. So once we got that part done, we decided to move on to the kitchen, which took us about the rest of the day to finish up. It was very challenging because a lot of that stuff was buried under there for many years, and it was really difficult to pull it out. But once we got it loosened up, we were able to use these shovels and just bag up all this garbage. And so after a couple hours of doing that, we got about halfway through, and this is what we had left to do. Which I know still looks very overwhelming, but you just gotta go piece by piece until it all gets done. And I know there's gonna be a bunch of comments asking how someone could possibly live like this, and I'm just here to say that this is what a trauma response looks like. So please be aware of that before you start typing away. But it was starting to get very late for the day, so this is where we decided to finish up. As you can tell, most of the contents has been removed in that first part, but there's still plenty left to do in these 3 bedrooms here. So stay tuned for day number 2 if you want to see us crack away at the rest of this house. Today is day number 2 of this giant hoarding project my team and I are doing. The plan of attack today is to get this entire library finished, as well as this room full of books. But first, here's a quick recap of what we did on day number 1. We got the living room done, as well as the kitchen, and once we got here to the bedroom, we just started bagging up all the books. Eventually, we were able to crack into it, and we only had a little bit left to go. We also found this bookshelf that was grinning at us the entire time. But as soon as lunchtime came by, we had the entire hallway finished, as well as most of this bedroom. Now, good news was that we were able to take most of this stuff to the dump for recycling. And good lord was it heavy. Each truckload was about 4,000 pounds. But once we came back from the dump, we made great progress on the library, and we were able to turn this into this. So that's what we accomplished on day number 2, but make sure to stay tuned for day number 3 as we attack this entire bedroom and this bathroom. But I just had to let you know that. It's day 3 of this giant hoarding project, and the plan for today is to get this bedroom done and this bathroom done. This is honestly quite a lot for us, so we'll see if we can get it all done today. So my strategy for the beginning was to hop right onto the bed and just start working from top to bottom. I'm trying to clear as much space as possible so we can get more people in there working on this. And I know a lot of you guys are anxious that I'm throwing stuff away, but this is why. It's full of contamination. So after just a couple of hours, the team and I were able to clear out a bunch of space and have a walkway all throughout the bedroom. So after a quick break, the team and I went back in to clear up the rest of the bed and other loose items. What was really cool about this cleanup was that we were able to find over $1,000 in bond certificates for the client. But after we got all that stuff out, this is what the finished results look like for that bedroom. But we're not done yet because we still have this entire bathroom to do. So the first step for me was to literally just hop right in there and start grabbing the stuff up with my hands. I had to do that first so that we could open up the door and start using the shovel, which made the cleanup process go by way quicker. And I gotta say, I've seen bathrooms that are way worse than this, but this is definitely the most food that I've ever seen in one. And this is what it looks like after it's all gutted out. And so there will be a part 4 to this, so make sure to stick around for that. Welcome back to day number 4 of this giant hoarding project the team and I are doing. So the plan of attack today is to just start at the entrance and get as much done as possible. We're also going to spray our chemical as we go to disinfect anything that could possibly get us sick. Now the team and I are pretty exhausted since this is day 4 and we've already unloaded almost 25,000 pounds of material. And this room you're looking at now is probably going to weigh in at about 8,000 pounds. So it is pretty crazy to think about the fact that our small team can carry out that much. And as we were clearing out this section of the room, we found a pretty large rat. But soon enough, it was my turn to take the shovel and start doing some of the heavy lifting. Luckily though, this is my favorite part about having this job in the first place. There's just something about it that's really satisfying and super fun to get all that progress done in a short amount of time. Which I know it does sound kind of crazy that I actually enjoy doing this type of stuff for my job, but it is really fun getting to make a really big difference in people's lives and work with a fun team. But in case you didn't know, I started uploading longer form content on my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check that out if you want to see it. But we were getting really close to the end of the day and we still had this entire pantry to finish, plus this refrigerator and a bunch of other stuff, so there's going to be a part 5 to this. But I just had to let you know that you're all Alright, today's day number 5 of this giant hoarding project, and yesterday we turned this room into this. So the first thing we wanted to do today was to get the furniture items out of the house first because they were pretty badly contaminated. And then we went ahead shoveling the rest of the trash out until we got to the washer and dryer, which we couldn't dispose of right away because they were full of liquid. So we took out the wet vac, sucked it all up, and was finally able to dispose of it properly. But then we had quite the treat ahead of us with this giant refrigerator full of spoiled food, which was no trouble at all because we've definitely had worse in the past, and so once all that food was taken out, we could finally take the refrigerator to the dump. And then all we had left to do was the pantry, which took quite a bit of time, but we were finally able to turn this into this. But it's been a really long 5 days, so it felt really good to have all that stuff finally taken out of the house. But this is what the finished results look like, and I really hope you guys like it. But it's been an absolutely crazy past couple of days working on these projects and videos, so I really hope you guys like this series, and if you haven't seen the previous 4 days, make sure to check that out on my TikTok and my YouTube channel.